Here's how to answer this AQA Biology 3-mark question. The question says, antibiotics treat food poisoning because they kill salmonella bacteria inside the human body. Some antibiotics work because they damage the bacteria cell wall. The bacteria die because the cell bursts. Explain why the cell bursts. 3 marks. Now, with this question, the exam board are wanting you to make links between different topics within the specification. So the first thing we need to understand is why a regular cell would burst. Let's imagine I have this beaker filled with a dilute solution, in which I have a body cell. Now, we know that because of osmosis, water moves from an area of high water concentration to an area of low water concentration, or from a concentrated solution to a dilute solution. If we apply it to this beaker, because there is a higher water concentration outside the cell, water will move through the partially permeable membrane because of osmosis from the surrounding solution inside the cell. Now, if this concentration gradient is steep enough, too much water will enter the cell, resulting in it bursting. Now, if we had a plant cell in the same scenario, we know that because of osmosis, water would enter the cell via osmosis because the solution has a higher water concentration and the plant cell has a lower water concentration, so the water would move inside the plant cell. But the thing that's different here is that the plant cell has a cell wall. This means that instead of bursting, the cell wall means that the cell can withstand the pressure of the water up to that point, making the cell turgid. Much like the plant cell, the bacteria cell has this cell wall that's protecting it. So when water moves in via osmosis, the cell wall is preventing the cell from bursting and helps the cell withstand the pressure of the water. But this antibiotic in the question destroys the cell wall. So that means that it has nothing protecting it and nothing helping it withstand the pressure of the water. So when water does move in via osmosis, the cell will eventually burst. Now let's apply this knowledge to our question. Well, the first thing that we're going to say is that water enters the bacteria cell. So water enters the bacteria cell. Our second mark comes from saying how it enters. Well, it's via osmosis. And our third mark is from saying how the water entering causes the cell to burst. Well, it's because the cell becomes damaged. And this means that it's no longer able to withstand the pressure from the water. And that is your 3 marks for this question.